because Michael Cherry almost
Do it.
made me look like a genius by breaking 44 seconds. I said his 44-second streak would get snapped. Instead, it got extended. But he got a PB, 44:03. His last 100 was something to behold. He was just waiting, and then slammed on the gas in the last 100. He just keeps improving. So I'm going to double down. I'm going to say he does lose his sub-44 streak at the next meet. Diamond League final. That's where we're going to see Michael Cherry sub-44. 43 is coming.
Yep. Tweet it out sooner than later. I agree with you. I'll ride you with this. He's definitely going to run 43 seconds in that Diamond League final. And with no Steven Gardner, you got to think that he could win. Mm-hmm. And if he wins, all the 400-meter runners in the U.S. celebrate because he gets taken off of the list of people you have to beat at the U.S. championships in 2022 because if you were to win a Diamond League, he gets a bye. And if you're running 44:03, he's fit. He looks like he's just warm, like he's getting ready for one last big punch in that Diamond League final. So I think he's going to run like 43.7, I bet. 43.7, 43.8 in that Diamond League final, I bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I talked about how he looked like he was moving through the rounds with these different meets, and this was the final, and the last one was the semi. So I hope for his sake he's got one more card left to play. Maybe the conditions will be a little bit better in Zurich and he can do it. But as it stands, he runs his 44-second streak to 12 races in a row where he's run between 44:03 and obviously sub 45 on the end. Yeah, he had 1:45 high up there at the USATF Grand Prix in Eugene at the end of April. And then now he's run off 12 in a row. And actually, no, wait, what I said was, so Roveredo was the first round. I guess Brussels was the semi, so then Zurich's going to be the final. Although he looked like he's putting everything into it that last 100. It was it was a really, really good last push there. So that 400-meter, if we could pull up the 400-meter Diamond League standings, I know we're going to dive into this more. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, now you can go back, Travis. Sorry, my fault. I want to look at that all-time list. So 44:03, he sits 13th now on the all-time list. And if he wants to move up, got to get into those 43 nines. And maybe he can do it in this Zurich final. So we have the folks that are qualified: Karani, James, Zambrano, Lendor, Bonavassia, McQualla, Norwood, and Cherry. Remember, they only put 7 in this because they don't want to give someone a bad lane. So I don't know if Norman wants to run it. I'm assuming he doesn't. Otherwise, he would have run it today. But you're right. There's a lot at stake in this Diamond League final if you're an American athlete.
And I guess Zambrano, James, and Cherry, I would argue, are like the top 3. I don't see Lendor or Bonaviccia or McQualla winning this race. Norwood, even for that matter. So it's going to be like a 3-man race. And this is Cherry's basically, this is his U.S. trials. Win this race, and you're going to Worlds. And then he can kind of rest on his laurels throughout all of the spring of 2022.
Yeah, and that's a big thing to note when we move into these Diamond League finals is, this is your trials. You basically, if you got a spot on that track in Zurich, you got a lane, you have 2 chances to make the U.S. team. One happens to be in September of 2021, and the other one happens to be in the summer of 2022. But you just did the math, right? I mean, he's got to win and not get third. But if you're looking at the people who could beat him, I mean, he looked good against Karani today. I'm never going to count out Karani. He's had a phenomenal career, continues to run really well. And Zambrano's solid, but Cherry's in the mix. So that making that team and all the bonuses that come with it and all the advantages of being able to plan your season accordingly are going to be on the line there. I would be interested if Norman did squeak in, if he would try to do it for that exact reason, because he can't. The 100-meter Diamond League champion isn't going to get anything, really. I mean, they'll get money and fist pounds, but they don't get – but a high five. Yeah, exactly. But they're not going to get anything because Coleman already has that bye. Whereas 400, it's a complete game changer. But since he hasn't been running it and he's going to have to wait for a scratch, he'll probably get a bad lane. Maybe he just sticks with the 100 and says, "Listen, I got to be able to get top 3 next year in the trials."
All I know is that, I mean, this is not happening, but imagine if like
Oh,
Norman wins the 100 or something like that. Then we're like, nothing makes sense anymore because now we're
yeah,
all in on
yeah.
Curly. Yeah, I I
I was
need
kind of
some
thinking that was
like,
going to happen, like midway through that race, because Bromell and Norman both got off to really good races, and I was thinking, well, this is going to be. What if this result is just maximum confusion here?
yeah. So I like it when what we think is going to happen happens because then it's like, okay, things are making sense. Yeah. So
Nothing's making
we'll
sense.
see.